Okay, so my client in this case is Stacy. We have already introduced ourselves in pre meeting exchanges, and we shall begin here. So, Stacy, what is your problem today?
Well, I'm, I'm, I, I guess why I'm here is because I'm failing my classes.
Mm-hmm. And that's causing distress for you?
I, yes,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I mean, I thought that I sort of knew what was going on, but it's very confusing, and there keep being their assignments, and that I didn't realize that they were there, and then there are a lot of them, and then I sit down and I try to do them, and then they don't get done, and then I don't know. I didn't have this problem in high school.
Mm. When did you? Is this your first year?
This is my first year. Yes.
Right. Okay. So this is a tough transition for a lot of people. Maybe we can try to break down the problem a bit more. So you were saying that you were having difficulties with remembering your assignments.
Uh, yes. Well, it's not like I know them and forget them. It's like I don't realize they're there. Um, I I read the syllabus, but I don't know. It's
How many
I
classes are you taking this semester?
four.
Four classes. Okay. And maybe let's just bring it back a little bit. Where are you living right now? Are you living on campus or
I'm living with some friends
with some friends? Okay.
in an
And
apartment.
and how are things there?
I mean, I like them. They're nice
Mm-hmm.
people. They're noisy.
Noisy. Okay, so it's a
They're
bit
noisy.
distracting.
It's really distracting.
Right.
And I tried to go into the library, but it seems kind of scary to be out at night. And I don't know. I try to do my things in the day, and then I always feel like, well, I'll do it at night, and then it's night, and then there's noisy, and then I don't know.
So you're feeling a bit overstimulated both at home and on campus?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's how
Okay.
I would describe it. Yes.
All right. And have you felt like this before? You said that high school was easier, but have you felt that way in general?
I know they kept telling us in high school that in college it would be hard and people wouldn't take care of you, and but it seemed like I knew what I was supposed to do in
Mm.
high school, and now there's emails, and there's Brightspace. Oh my god, Brightspace.
Heard a lot of trouble with that one.
And it I don't there isn't it it feels like there used to be like a list. Like people would say, these are the assignments and this is when they're due. And now there are all these headings, and there are different things, and then there are different due dates, and then I get confused, and then I haven't done them, and then I feel like such a failure.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. It sounds like you're getting a bit overstimulated, and it sounds like this is a bit of a difficult transition with a kind of a distracting environment and your home life. And let's just bring it back there for a second. How many people do you live with?
Well, I, you don't report because it's a campus apartment.
Hmm.
You are you obligated to tell people things if I tell you things?
It depends entirely on the matter. We went over confidential information on our meeting, our initial meeting, and I'm just going to go over that quickly again. The only things I have to tell the university are as if I believe that your life is in danger or the great harm could come to others.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because it's actually just supposed to be me and two roommates, but their boyfriends kind of live there
Mm.
because they kind of I don't know. I mean, I don't actually know whether they have other apartments that they just don't stay in, but they're there all of the time.
Are these boyfriends other students?
One of them one of them is a student at the university that's downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So still in the area, but not this university.
Okay. Can you tell me a bit about your friends, about your roommates, and are they friends?
Yeah, they're friends. I mean, we go out, and we were friends in high school, and we thought, oh, this will be fun. We'll live together, and we'll bake cookies, and we'll buy curtains,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they're still friends, but they spend a lot of time with their boyfriends, and I don't have a boyfriend, and so then I don't want to take up a lot of their time, and then I'm trying to study, and then there's a lot of, and two of them are kind of fighting,
Mm.
and so there's a lot of, although honestly, and I don't know why I'm telling you all of this, but honestly, I'd rather almost listen to the ones that fight than the ones that don't fight, if you know what I mean, because they're really loud, and that's the roommate that I'm supposed to be sharing a bedroom with, and they're always
The one that's
in
fighting is the
no,
one.
no, the one that's not fighting,
Mm.
the one that's having sex all the time
I see. Okay.
in my bedroom.
In your bedroom?
Not in my bed,
Yes.
but yeah, we have it's like a student apartment. I mean, maybe you don't know. There's like one single and one double, and if you're
Right.
in the double, you don't have to pay as much money. So I thought that would be good, but then I didn't really expect there to be quite so much activity.
Right. So this would be a difficult conversation to have, but have you talked to this roommate about what's their name?
Susan.
Have you talked to Susan about this?
I,
I understand it's a very difficult conversation to have.
I I didn't know. I don't even know where to start. I mean, it's not. I mean, they always quit before midnight or so, so it's not like I can't go to bed. It's just sometimes my books are in there and my desk, and but
How's your
I mean,
relationship with Susan?
well, she's nice, and as I said, we were friends in high school, and she's really happy with this boyfriend, and I I don't want to like make her life difficult, and but it's just nothing is working, and I feel like such a failure.
Well, again, let's think about this a bit more. So, would you say that you're feeling anxious generally?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you've said that you felt overstimulated. You agreed that that might be a thing that's happening here. Do you generally feel the anxiety before this overstimulation, or does the overstimulation come first, then that triggers some anxiety?
Oh. The overstimulation, yeah, because like I'll go to class, and then I'll go like have a coffee, and that's fine, and then I go home, and I think, okay, this is cool. I'm going to get my stuff done, and then there's fighting, and there's sex, and there's
And the same happens when you try to maybe not go to your home but go to the library.
right, because then suddenly it's dark, and I know you can ask people like their guards, and they can walk you to your car, but that seems like a lot of, I don't know. I feel like that kind of puts people out, and I don't want to.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, like, they're happy and warm inside, and I'm like, yeah, come walk me to my car, because I'm too much of a pussy to, like, walk across the parking lot by myself.
So that's a
But
conversation you really don't want to have.
with the guards,
Yeah.
right? Because there's just a sign. It says, like, call this number if you want one of the security guards to walk you to your car. But they'll laugh at me, I think, because it's just a parking lot, and there are lights. I don't know.
Now, I do wonder here. You did say that you knew that you can call them, but I'm wondering if maybe that's a thing we could work on. Because it sounds like you really don't want to call them, but I'm sorry. Ignore this. Ignore this, Erica, please. Sorry, Mrs. Maloney. Um, uh,
So, like, what do you mean?
well, so basically, it's their job to do that for students. So
I guess.
I'm going to be honest with you. I doubt that they will laugh at you. I don't think that they will really notice one way or another. I think they've done it a lot.
Do you think?
Yes.
Maybe? But, like, what? I don't know. You just walk up and you punch the thing and you say, "Hi, I'm too scared to go to my car. Can you walk me there, please?" And then they're like, "You idiot." That isn't what happens.
Well, maybe we could work on finding out how you would do that together. Are you wondering about the process of doing it, whether or not to call or to walk up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because I don't know. I feel like if I don't know what I'm doing, then I'll say the wrong thing and then I'll look stupid. And then I already feel like a failure and I don't need another thing that I can't do.
Right.
Because I'm
So
not doing very well at this.
okay, so that's a thing that we can easily figure out together. So next session, if you're wanting another session, then maybe I'll do some research out of session, and then we can talk together about how the best process to approach one of the campus security is to get them to walk you around.
Okay, because then I could study in the library, and then maybe I don't know. I don't know if you know anything about Bright Space. Maybe you could help me figure out how to figure out when the assignments are due, or maybe you could tell me who. Maybe there's somebody on campus who. They made us take this class about how to do studying stuff, and it was stupid, and they just told us that we should be resilient, and they didn't actually say like why where the assignments all go.
Right,
It wasn't
right,
helpful.
right. No, yeah, we that's another thing we can work on. So you want to find out the best practice for getting campus security to walk with you,
Yes.
and you also want to find out better ways of accessing Brightspace.
Yes.
Okay, all right,
Yes.
that's perfectly doable. And if there's anything I don't know about that, again, I'll do research in downtime between sessions. But if there's anything I don't know about that, then I'll get in contact with tech support and
Okay.
people like that.
And I mean, I know you said this, but just so that because I'll worry. You don't have to tell the campus that my roommates have their boyfriends living there, because that's really against the rules.
Yes, I'm well aware that that is against the rules, and I can assure you I do not care. As long as your boyfriend or your friends' boyfriends or your friends aren't putting you in danger.
No. I mean, when I say they fight, they yell. They're
Right.
like snippy. They're not. Nobody's hitting each other or
Right,
anything.
right.
It's just obviously the other roommates are getting along really well.
Mhm.
But yeah, if I could just like not be there, and then I could be in the library.
Because it sounds like, from what I'm hearing at least, that studying at the library would alleviate a lot of these issues. The thing we need to work on is getting to the library.
Yes.
Okay, and that sounds perfectly achievable to me.
Okay.
Another thing I want us to consider is maybe if we could start thinking about how to set boundaries with your roommates. Because it sounds like some boundaries need to be set.
um. y- Yeah. Do you think? I mean, can you help me with that? Is that a thing that you can be helped with? Because
We can talk through the process together, because, again, this sounds like a thing that needs to change. And for your sake, I think it really needs to change. But I don't expect you to be able to work this out just right now. I don't expect you to be able to build up confidence and go out and do it.
really.
Because this is a thing that you have to work on, because it's obviously causing you a lot of trouble.
Right, but it's not just because I'm like incompetent and like stupid.
Not at all. I am sensing a lot of anxiety here, and I'm sensing some overthinking tendencies. And so, what I want us to do together is to talk through that and find better ways of you being able to have confidence in yourself and to address things with your roommates.
Okay, yeah, I would like that. That would be good.
So, just to summarize, our session's just about over, but just to summarize, so we're going to work on the campus security, and we're going to work on better ways of accessing Brightspace. And next session, we can begin talking about ways in which we can help you have a open conversation with your roommate about boundaries.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Okay. Thank you.